on mute?
I think it's we're all in the same room, guys.
Is yours on mute? Okay.
Can't hear Pixie Cut. Someone says can't hear Pixie Cut. Welcome to our live. Welcome to our live. Sarah, Amber, Ernestine. We are in the building right here in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Legacy Center, and we were having a conversation, right? And Sarah and I were saying we like to be submissive. We don't
tell us what to do.
We
don't say it.
Like, I want to be submissive, but don't tell me what to do. Is that what we said?
We said spoil me.
No, spoil me.
But
yes.
don't tell me what to do.
Spoil me, but don't tell me what to do. That's what we said. Okay, someone said Echo is gone now. Okay, cool. Y'all have to mute out and turn the volume down. Is what's sacred official. Oh, your cousin's on the line.
Hey,
turn your volume down. Don't mute yours because we're using yours, but just turn your volume down. Because you don't need to hear. Because we're sitting right here.
Okay, can you guys hear us? Give us a thumbs up. If you can hear us.
Echo gone.
Echo's gone. You can hear us. Thumbs up. Yes. Okay, so spoil me, but don't tell me what to do.
Sheesh.
Meaning like, be careful with your trainer. Hilarious. Meaning like, yeah, I want to be spoiled and loved, and I want to be nurtured and taken care of and all those. But don't tell me like what to do. Like, don't be forceful in telling me what to do.
Ever.
Like, don't order me.
Right. We were talking about this last night, Ernestine and I, how, sometimes in the past, my partner used to be like, yo, go get me that remote. First of all, I don't work for you, okay? I need you to be sensitive to me because I'm sensitive, right?
Yes.
Like, don't tell me what to do. And I want to naturally be the person that does for my man, but when you ask the question, it just makes it that much better. It's like, oh, I get to do this for him.
Yes.
But if you tell me what to do,
yeah, don't tell me what to do. Don't forcefully tell me. Don't make a demand for me, because then it's just going to make me just not want to do it. And that honestly could be something so psychologically messed up. It could be something that's just not even right.
Right.
But it's like, I feel better when I'm met with warmth and I'm met with love in your words. When I'm not met with love and warmth in your words, and I'm just like, it makes me not want to go get the remote. No, you go get the remote.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. Let me just play devil's advocate for the gentleman on the line.
Uh-huh.
Back in the day, our mothers, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, they are seen to be more submissive. And if the man says, hey, give me that remote control, you do what you do. And nowadays, divorce rates higher, people are breaking up. Do you think that our grandmothers and our mothers, do you think they had a secret that this generation, we're not hanging on to?
Yeah, you know what the secret was? Survival. They had to survive. They needed food, shelter, clothes. Like, they needed to be there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like since the women's suffrage after the 1970s, like, we entered the workforce. We can.
Guys, my thing went out.
Oh, you're still on.
I am.
Oh no, she's
Oh, you're frozen.
She's frozen.
Am I back? Oh, I'm back.
You're back. Okay.
Wait, is that me?
You're frozen.
You're frozen.
But they can still hear you.
They still hear you and see you. Okay, there you go. There you go. Hey, Sarah. It's just like, I feel like, I think our grandmothers and great-grandmothers and mothers, I think there was a different nuance to them that they practiced, different behavioral traits that they practiced, a little more traditional, a little more old school, which I do believe in some sort of tradition. So I'm not saying I'm just this new age, I'm this feminist, because I'm not a feminist, especially this new age feminist, I'll say that. But I think that we have more options as women because we make money, we make our own money, and we have more choices, right? I don't know if our mothers, grandmothers, and great-grandmothers had made as many choices as far as taking care of ourselves. You understand? I could be totally wrong, though. I don't know. Sarah, what do you think?
I think that our grandparents and our parents, I'm just going to exit and then try to come back into Instagram, but I think that our parents and our grandparents were sold on marriage no matter what. Mm-hmm. I think that we were absolutely sold on stay together, keep a family together, and I don't think that it was leave it to me to get all super crazy deep, but I don't think that it was until the 70s when the idea was to break up the Black family, when the FBI brought in the drugs and all of those different things. I think that it was at that time when the narrative of happy family stays together no matter what. Mom and dad may have been through absolutely everything, but they're not going anywhere. I think that when that happened, the narrative changed. And so the things that we used to put up with, we no longer put up with because most people do what society says to do. Yeah. So if society is saying big happy family, you figure it out, you fight it out, you put up with all the BS, right? But if society is saying you can be independent, you can do it all by yourself, girl, you can do it. Yeah. It's a whole you can do it campaign. Right, literally. And if that's what's happening, then I feel like what happens inside of that is that's the narrative that the mass population subscribes to. And so I think that it's partly dependent on what the society is saying, and then it's also dependent on are people being critical thinkers, moving for themselves, and choosing an aligned partner. I think that's the most important part.
And I also think that women are more empowered, and not to say that women should be independent and we don't need men and we don't need family. I am very much pro-family. Yes. I believe that we cannot nation build until we community build, and we can't community build until we relationship build. And for me, don't know about you guys on the live, but for me, that relationship is between man and woman, right? Yes. Putting it out there. But I believe that women are more empowered, meaning we're not going to put up with some of the same things our mothers and grandmothers and great-grandmothers put up with because of fear and really a spirit of lack. Right? We operate in a spirit of abundance. There are options out there. There's variety out there. And variety meaning, like, I'm not talking about a variety of men. I'm talking about variety meaning, like, I know that there's a variety of things that are abundant to me in my life, in my purpose, and my calling. Whereas back then, it was a little different, I believe. So I feel like now it's like, you know what? I want to operate in abundance. I only want what wants me. I only want what's good for me, what empowers me, what makes me feel good in return. I will empower you. But if I am going to have to deal with being dragged through the mud for the sake of a relationship and the sake of family, no, that's why, like you said, Sarah, it's important to find a partner who is aligned. Now, when you do have a partner who's aligned, shout out to my husband, Mr. J. Morrison, you're probably watching, I love you. When you do have a partner that's aligned, it's like, okay, I feel good here. I can fight for this. But I don't believe in the old school traditional way of fighting for something that doesn't serve you.
Right.
I don't.
At all.
I don't believe in that.
I don't agree with that.
Amber, let me get you on the Wi-Fi because your thing is frozen. Get on Wi-Fi. Okay. Are you on Wi-Fi? Yeah, get on Wi-Fi.
Well, I just reset my whole phone.
Because she's on Wi-Fi. She's having issues.
No, I'm talking about, like, I like blurry on yours. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, do you?
Nah, girl.
On mine, too. Oh, okay.
Maybe hop in.
I want to point out some of these comments really quick. Fit Rabbitism says,
hey, Mariah, that's my massage therapist, and she is the best. Love you, Mariah.
She says they knew how to use their softness to their advantage, catching flies with honey. Talking about our grandparents. Someone else says, Titus.
Hold on, Amber, before you move on, because I get it, the flies and the honey thing, I totally understand that. But when your grandmama and great-grandma was having, their husband had 9 kids on them and all of that stuff, so come on in, babe, come on in. When back then, we have all of us know grandpas and grandpas who had 13 kids by 13 different women.
Hello. We're live right now.
Look who just entered the chat. Mr. J. Morrison is in the building. We're live, babe. We're talking about being spoiled, but not told to.
Yeah,
that's unfair. That's completely unfair.
But you know what? I feel like what you're saying is a man's perspective.
Spoil me, but don't tell me what to do.
That is a man's perspective.
Excuse me. I'm not saying a man's perspective. I'm saying what's righteous and what's true. That's not fair. Thank you, baby. That is not fair for someone to be spoiled. Oh, hold on. First of all, this is what I do.
Get in close, babe, so they can see.
I'm in here. This is what I do. I like taking words. I like taking words to heart.
Somebody said, Jay, talk to them.
Hold on. I got y'all.
Someone said, you women are very attractive, very knowledgeable, very interesting, and a blessing. Continue to give content on the insight on how women and men may cause this and thoughts on
Thank you. We love that.
Okay, we love you. And they're also spoiled. So what spoiled is spoiled. Okay.
What's the definition? He's reading us the definition.
The definition of spoiled. This is how I get down to facts. I should have been a lawyer in my other life. all right, spoiled of a person, especially a child, harmed in character. Harmed in character. Good Lord, start this right. Harmed in character by being treated too leniently or indulgently. That's spoiled. Being treated too leniently.
Okay, now let's read other definitions.
Okay, go ahead. What else?
Spoiled. Food having become unfit of eating. The smell spoiled.
Okay.
The British is marked incorrectly so as to make the vote invalid. Okay. Diminish or destroy the value or quality of. Okay. Prevent someone from enjoying. Prevent someone from enjoying.
You're drawing nothing here.
Drawing nothing.
Nothing. Let's go.
I can't. Look, I could spin off of that.
Go ahead, spin off, Sarah.
So I feel like, I feel like,
Right.
no, I feel like if you're preventing, say it again, preventing what?
Preventing, it was yeah, good, because you know where I was trying
Here
to
we
go.
go, word wizardry coming your way.
Spoiled was harmed in character by being treated too leniently. So that's what I'm saying.
Wait. Let me rewind. Okay, so if spoiled is to be treated too leniently, I think it's only truly spoiled with a negative connotation if that person feels entitled to being spoiled. However, when it comes from gratitude, when it comes from appreciation, and it comes from a space of, you know what, I'm so grateful to be taken care of this way, let me also serve you, partner, then I feel like it's a win-win situation.
If we're dually spoiling each other and we're equally yoked,
yes,
then yes, I believe in being spoiled. Absolutely.
Yes,
and
Telling what to do though.
And when it comes to telling people what to do, I feel as though if you shouldn't even really, for the most part, have to tell me what it is that you want, because most women are listening for the need anyway. When a woman is truly spoiled, where all of her needs are met, she only really has time to think about how can she make her partner happier. Right? So I don't feel like it's
and what
bad.
you are saying that you are not listening to women is what makes me feel like that is being able to tell you what to do. without you questioning. Me being able to tell you what to do without you bucking is my compensation for spoiling your ass.
Let me tell you what, and if we're gonna spoil, then we gotta spoil mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually.
Let me tell you what I love about my friend Ernestine. So we'll be on the phone, and you know, her man spoils her. You know, she got that big rock on her finger. There you go. Well, let me tell you something. When that king comes home, she be like,
I gotta go.
This strong-minded, intelligent,
Strong-minded.
she knows how to.
And his plate be in the microwave when he gets home.
What y'all don't know.
And his plate be in the microwave.
Amber and Sarah, what you don't know is those other 15 minutes she was talking to you, I was looking at her the whole time. She finally had to get off the phone.
That is not true.
I don't believe
That is
it.
not true.
Last night you were on top of the steps and you were talking to
I didn't hear you come in.
You see? That's your part trying to sneak in, being all quiet.
Yeah,
I said you're.
If you had to come in, you know it's time to get off.
Yes, and I hear
Right.
See, I'm not
No, my
mad.
baby does take very good care of me.
Yes.
She does. She
And you
responds
don't
well
have
to
to
me.
tell her
And that plate be in the microwave when he get home.
But when it comes to the time that authority, the head of the household,
Wait, what do you guys think of the head of the household? Do you believe
head
in
of the household,
head of the household?
I need my man to be the head of the house.
What does this head of the household mean?
First, we're making decisions together.
Sarah
But
Fruits.
ultimately,
I'm ready.
I'm
I'm ready. After Amber.
Go ahead, Amber. Go ahead, let Amber finish.
Amber's gonna finish.
now I don't even want to say that.
No, go ahead, girl.
No, I just feel like ultimately my man is leading us. He is guiding us. If you can't do that, you can't be my man.
That's a fact.
I have an opinion about something, and I expect you to respect my opinion. But if you really feel like, okay, this is what God is telling me to do, babe, I need you to trust me, I'm going to trust you because you're running my household. You're the head.
Does he? Okay, so he has dominion in your household.
He does.
He's authority.
He does.
Do you submit to him?
Absolutely.
Do you obey him?
See, when you say the word obey,
I mean, why you say it like that?
You say
Why do you say obey? Are you a slave master? Like, what's happening?
why does he have to use the way obey?
Can I? Wait. Can I?
Sarah, what is the head of the household?
Okay, so head of the household, I believe that when your man is the head of household, I heard head of household.
Tony Baker says head of
yes,
household
what's up,
is the bill
Tony?
payer.
Which is true. Most of the time, that is the truth. But if I desire for my man to be the head of household, I want my man to know that we are making decisions, but at the end of the day, he has the final choice.
Yes.
Which doesn't always feel good, by the way. Sometimes I'm like, I completely disagree with that. But I will submit what I am saying to the trash and just be like, okay, well, I trust your lead. And that's why I think it's so important for women to choose men that they can trust the lead of. Because if you can't trust your man and you want to stay inside of your masculine, you'll never get to really experience a soft life, which is what I think the feminine actually is.
And in order for a woman to operate in that feminine energy and to submit, she has to trust the leadership. Like,
Period.
but that leadership over time has to be tried and true and trusted.
Yes.
When I fully trust your leadership, I will obey. I will bow down and obey.
Proven.
But because you've proven it.
Yes.
Now, if the track record is sketchy with the trust, then I am probably not going to operate in the femininity that you desire at that moment.
That's called conditional.
Jay, you touching the heat for this word obey.
No, listen, why?
Someone said obey.
It was a good conversation until we got to the word obey.
Obeying your husband gets you that good stuff. I think though we have to think about what obey actually means, because it's at the end of it, right? If your husband or the leader of your household, being the man, doesn't have strong boundaries on what's going to happen inside of the house and outside of the house, then you know what? I don't trust him to take the lead over my life.
Yes.
Which goes back to, are you choosing people that you can actually trust to be the person who you need as a partner inside of your life?
Yeah.
Tony
See,
said,
look, I was a track star my whole life. I ran track, right? I'm a team player. There was always a team captain. Now, the team captain is someone I've always followed, someone that the team follows, someone that the coach relies on, and you are the leader of this team.
mm-hmm.
When the team captain shows proper leadership skills, the entire team follows.
Yeah.
But when the team captain starts crumbling because the fish rots from the head down, when the team captain starts showing that they cannot lead correctly, that's when the team starts falling apart. Everyone starts wanting to be their own leader, their own man, and call their own plays, and run their own plays. And that's when the coach has to step in and say, y'all are not operating on the same page. Y'all are not operating from the same playbook. And we're like, yeah, because the team captain ain't teaming. He ain't leading.
Right. And one thing that I think people need to know is whoever is the most certain will always win. And so when you have the type of woman who is a beast outside of the household, because let me tell you, Ernestine outside of the household is a beast. Like business builder, serial entrepreneur, investor, philanthropist, all those things. So am I, and so is Amber. And so outside of the household, that's who we are. We have this armor on. But when we come into the house, we are goo, baby. We are soft as can be, to the best of our ability, depending on what's happening on inside of our lives. And now I say that to say that if we want to stay inside of that feminine, if we want I had to make sure to say it. Right, to the best of our ability. But I say that to say that when we have the opportunity to be soft and our partner is certain, when a man is certain, he's like, I've got this. This is the answer. And let me tell you, he may be moving boldly in the completely wrong direction, but I believe his conviction so much that, you know what, baby, if we take a couple L's along the way, it is what it is. Again, like Ernestine said, when you've shown through experience that you are good at saying no, you are good at setting clear boundaries, you are not over here trying to be validated by outward sources, or you're not letting the opinions of others misconstrue your message.
Let me say this. Hold on, wait.
For the guys one time.
Actually, on this point. Y'all know I have an acronym that I live my life by, the CROWN: confidence, resilience, optimism, willpower, and non-negotiable. And something Sarah said that stood out to me so abundantly is she said the word certain. When you look up the word confidence, it is to be certain of what you know to be true.
Period.
When you are certain of what you know to be true, that is a level of confidence that makes a follower want to bow down and lead.
Yes.
When I walk into any room, the reason why people listen to me as an authority, as a thought leader, is because I am certain in what I'm talking about. I am certain in my stance. I am grounded and rooted in who I am and whatever I'm speaking about. If you show me that level of leadership, that you are certain, Woo! I am bowing down. Where you want me to bow?
Yes.
Where?
He like that.
Where?
We obey, but you don't have to say it.
Speaking of bowing and obeying, I think Jay has something to say.
Okay.
I'm not on my side, G. All right. So
I'm on your
listen,
side.
How cute.
let's just go back to this real quick. One, I say obey because the word of God references obey. Word of God says obey. So it's not Jay saying obey. The word of God says obey. First of all. Secondly,
Pull up the scripture.
First Peter 3 says, wives, respect and obey your husbands in the same way. So, back to what I was saying. The word of God says obey. Thank you. I'm
Let me get the Bible real
certain about what I'm teaching my wife today. So, but what I want to say for the guys and for this conversation is that I need my queens, my sisters to understand, my wife, that we're talking about a man that's willing to suffer for his family and suffer for his wife. I'm saying I'm willing to give up my life for you. I'm willing to give my life for this woman every second of the day, every millisecond, no matter what's going down.
Man, go.
It's my only life here on earth. I never get this back. But if a car is coming, if a bullet is coming, if a robber is coming, if a stranger is coming, I'm giving up my whole life and my whole network, my whole being, my whole potential, all my future seeds for this woman. So if I'm willing to give up that for you, the least I ask in reciprocation
It's to obey.
is to obey.
Everything.
Yes, I'm righteous and I walk in the word of God.
So what about when you're wrong? Should I still obey?
Yes, because you got to allow me opportunity to make
Tell
mistakes.
women why. Tell women why that we should still obey when we may think that you are wrong, or we may know that you are wrong.
Because sometimes you have to allow us our process and our time to learn and our time to grow and realize what we're hearing. So it's not always about being perfect. It's like a track team or a basketball team who only follows the coach when we're winning.
I have a question.
So we're in a losing season. Now you don't follow the coach in a losing season.
I also think to answer your question, why should we obey even when we know you're wrong? Because this man, if you're certain that this man is the man that God put in your life, then you know that your life is ultimately in God's hands. God knows that this man is making a mistake, but He's not gonna let him veer too far. Where his plans are to prosper you, not to fail you. So it's not necessarily just trusting your man, but it's just trusting God, because God put that man in that.
Yes.
And you know
what God brought together.
I was at this. Even when my wife makes mistakes, or when the woman makes a mistake, so I only risk my life when you're being a good woman. So when you're making mistakes as a woman, does my commitment to cover you now? I can pause that. So you can pause the obeying when I'm on a rhythm or not. But I'm supposed to pause, but I shouldn't pause giving up my life and covering you. I should always do that 100% every day. But you only got to obey sometime when I'm right.
Okay, but I have a question. My question is, do you feel as though men deserve the right to have their partners obey from the jump? Or do you feel like there's a level of reputation that you must instill, learn, and grow along the way?
I think there is a rapport that you have to establish. I agree. You grow into what this duality is, like how we're going to treat each other. I think we grow into that by showing and proving, by you showing me how you're leading, and I'm showing you how. I don't think you just get that off the rip. I think that a rapport has to be established between two people.
Yes.
I think, again, I go back to the root, to the word of God.
Hey, Jalen.
Once the woman lets a man enters her, she's now giving that up. You're now exposing yourself to that. Whenever you take a woman or she's giving herself to you at any time, at that point.
So you think, wait, because I might make this a little spicy, okay? But what about the hoes out here? I need to know. So if they just getting entered all the time.
You're just slinging that.
It's a lot of guys with a lot of authority.
I mean, authority where? And I also feel like that actually diminishes your authority, because think about an ocean, right? The depth of an ocean is stronger than if it's shallow on the beach. What am I saying? I'm saying if you give yourself to so many different women, and there's actually a thing called sexual transmutation, if you are constantly giving yourself to all of these different women, and probably vice versa, I believe in soul ties. I don't know, but I believe in that. You're actually weakening yourself. There's actually a study shown that men shouldn't ejaculate at so many different times because it actually makes you weaker.
Yeah.
Right?
But let's be clear though. When we speak about obey, submission, leading, and following, if we're speaking biblically, we're speaking about husbands and wives. We are not speaking about girlfriends and boyfriends. We're not speaking about situationships. We're not speaking about, that's just what, from my perspective. I don't know ever in Sarah's perspective, but from my perspective, it's like you obey your husband.
Yes.
You follow your husband. You submit to your husband who is submitted to God. If we are talking about boyfriends and girlfriends and people who are dating in situationships, this is not the conversation.
But that goes back to what Jay said. If he's entered you, the Bible technically says that he's your husband.
But biblically, we're speaking about husbands and wives.
But no, I'm also saying this though. Think about this practically right now, right? That's pragmatics. Pragmatics. If you're willing, anytime a man enters you, there's an opportunity that a seed can be planted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? You create life with that man.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that you're willing to be boyfriend, girlfriend with somebody, jump off with somebody, whatever with somebody, willing to literally create a life with that man and from that man. You're willing to give that up, but have these other blockers around with others. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're almost ready to, you're risking entering a world with another person.
Well, you're right, but I think that goes back to the value and weight people put on sex. Mm-hmm. Some people don't put that much value on sex. Mm-hmm. But some people are just out here willy-nilly with it.
That's a fact. No judgment.
No judgment, but some people out here willy-nilly with it.
But folks out here, they ain't these streets.
Willy-nilly baby.
Tony Baker said, y'all talking about marriage, I'm out.
No, we're not really talking about marriage, Tony.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead. Do you think a woman can enter a godly marriage if she feels like her man is not a natural leader and she is more of a leader than he is?
I think that I think that the thing about relationships is that people need to understand that there are roles inside of relationships, and the best roles are the ones that you create yourself. Mm-hmm. Nobody out here should be able to tell you that your man needs to be making all of the money in order for him to be a valid man. If you are an ultra successful woman and you choose someone that is not that, that's completely your choice. You know, and if you're a better leader and he understands that you're a better leader, there's nothing wrong. For us as women, we'll probably be referring more. Yeah, you're frozen. We'll probably be referring more to like a masculine man rather than less masculine. And masculine in actual definition terms is when they want achievement, when they are hungry, when they are certain. That's what I'm speaking to. I'm not speaking to anything else other than the fact of what masculine is. But the yin and the yang, you get to create that. Maybe you as a woman are the more masculine figure inside of your partnership, or you're the feminine. Don't let the world or society tell you how you need to be inside of your relationship, because the truth of the matter is the best relationship is the one that's most in alignment with the 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 8, however many of y'all.
And I agree with that. That was very well said, very well articulated. And I also believe, because you know me, I'm always bringing it back to God. I feel like if you feel like you are the more dominant one and you are the one that's always leading, maybe this man isn't submitted to the same source.
Right.
Because I feel like if you're connected to the source and you're following God's order, like the man naturally would lead if he is under the order of God and he is like that masculinity, and he is leading in a way where men should lead. And I feel like if you feel like you're the leader and you're just overpowering him, I personally think if you're articulating it, it's probably an issue for you, and that might not be the person for you, because I absolutely want to be led without being told what to do. I want to be led, but I don't want to feel like I am walking over my partner. Period.
And also, I think we're the kind of women where if our partner were to let us, we would walk over them, which is why it's so important to have a man that is certain, that will stop you like, whoa, baby girl, this ain't the answer. This ain't it. We ain't doing that. You know? And that's why it's so important to, first of all, you got to know yourself in order to be able to really choose a strong partner that's aligned with you.
Yeah, facts. I love this. I believe since marriage made me a better man, the right woman will change your life. The right woman's beliefs in you as a man can turn a prince into a king.
Yes.
You have to consider personality and disposition, says Christopher. Thanks for creating this space, says Legit Fit By. Do y'all like us together? The three of us together?
Did you see my request, Ernestine?
Let me see. Yep. Except
I love what Tony just said. He said, I'm a firm believer that every single relationship is like a fingerprint. Each one is different. So there's no cookie cutter blueprint or setup. Dang it, I left.
I'm a firm believer that every single relationship is like a fingerprint. Each one is different. So there is no cookie cutter blueprint or setup for all relationships. And I 100% believe in that to a certain extent. If we are speaking biblically for people who follow the Bible, Yeah. There is a blueprint. There literally is. So it depends on what we're talking about here, what your beliefs are, what source you're connected to. Just gonna throw it out there. Jalen says that's great panel of minds. Hey J Car, how are you? I think Lee says don't sleep in y'all power as women. Y'all believe in us makes us so much stronger.
I actually was gonna say to that point earlier that one thing that I will say, and I personally don't love this way of navigating through a relationship. However, when a woman does know that their partner is wrong, but they choose to follow the lead of their man anyway, I do feel as though that just creates more confidence inside of their man. I agree. Love that Mariah just said she needs these conversations every week. Guys, should we start a thing? I'm just throwing it out there.
Should this be like a podcast?
I don't know.
We are in a beautiful space, the Legacy Center.
And we are in a beautiful podcast room at the Legacy Center here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're available for rentals, podcasts, co-working spaces, private offices, all of that. Shameless plug.
Are we announcing something?
No.
We gotta check our calendar.
But I do think that we should get together when we can.
And do this more often. Yes. I feel like these conversations are so important. Someone said, yes, start a podcast. My woman submitted to me.
Someone said, all the Country Wayne ladies. Yes, y'all know what's in the Country Wayne world. What up, Belle, Sarah, Amber, Ernestine, Cece in the building.
Someone said, what y'all waiting on? Someone said, this is so good, ladies. Do it. Yes, please. Biggest fan from Jamaica. We love you, Elliot.
All right. Well, we don't talk about it. Let's ponder about it. We're going to get out of here.
Wait. Before we get out of here, can you guys give us what are 3 topics that you would like to hear us 3 ladies talk about?
Ooh, that's good.
I want to hear from y'all. What are 3... Because we're 3 women, we can do some research.
3 different walks of life.
Very different
perspectives.
Yeah.
Titus says, Country Wayne Ernestine, your character be trying it.
Hilarious. It's a fact. Nothing like her character, though. In a marriage that goes, the distance roles for leadership will change from season to season. True, the God perspective is that the man and the woman are operating as one and not individuals. Also very true. Love that.
Guys, if you
Arby said Jesus.
Hey,
Arby.
Oh my God, Arby, I need to follow you.
Hi, Arby.
And can you also follow me back? Okay, I can follow you.
Okay, so if you are not following, if you're one of my followers and you're not following Sarah or Amber, go ahead and hit that follow button right now. Follow Sarah. You, Amber's followers or Sarah's followers, make sure you're following me and Sarah. Make sure you're following Amber. Make sure you're following all 3 of us. Because I really feel like there's some synergy here, and we may have to make this a thing. I don't know. We'll see.
I will look. Somebody said passion, purpose, and dealing with haters. Switch. Is so dope. Marriage, love, and family.
Marriage, love, and family.
Alignment.
You got that switch.
How to build up a man. I don't encourage that. I inspire. I would actually challenge you to, because we don't date what we want, we date who we are. And if you are not dating the caliber of person that you want, I would ask you to take a look in the mirror, and sometimes that's hard to hear.
I would challenge that just a little bit, Sarah.
Come on.
Usually Sarah and I agree with most things. However, I do believe in a certain level of building. Not that it's my responsibility to build up a man, but I do think that there are innate gifts that women possess, that we have, that naturally help a man mature and maturate through life. That it's a God-given thing. It's spiritual for me. I feel like there are things. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and it obtains favor from the Lord. So I feel like I'm part of your favor. If I'm doing this thing right and I'm using my gifts that God gave me, I'm a part of your favor. So in return, I am kind of somewhat building you. Not that I built you, but I'm helping you.
Right.
And I believe that in the sense of a helpmate, that is there is an obligation and a natural thing there.
But you don't feel like help and build are different?
I agree with both of you.
I think they could be synonymous depending on how you look at it.
I don't want a project.
Don't want a project.
That's what I'm saying. No projects.
I need you to have.
I can help you make some money. I can help you grow. We can do this spirituality mentality.
I need you to have some of the tools in the toolbox already. Like, you're building a whole house already.
I do believe that my favor is connected to me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I have seen that time and time and time in relationships. Someone get married and their career take off. Their pastor, their church grows.
Yeah. I'm saying right now, my husband got me the brand went like this.
Every man I've ever been with has grown. I didn't build him, if that makes any sense. Someone said how to face, approach a season of change and transition in life, career, etc. Someone else said Oh, I had y'all wrong. LOL, y'all are great. I actually enjoyed most of y'all perspectives. Thanks.
So you just thought we were just.
Can I just say they literally, I can't tell you how many comments I get about me riding the short bus in these skits. People are like, Sarah rides the short bus. First of all, it's probably disrespectful to those kids that do ride the short bus.
Right.
And yes, we are real friends.
No, I believe I feel like I'm the most hated in the world.
No,
Me and Jeremy.
They're starting to like me now.
No, they're
like, Amber, wake up, you idiot. Like, really,
Yeah,
I would
we didn't
never, ever
we
allow
didn't
me to
know
treat
already.
me the way Wayne treats me. Ever.
How to walk in integrity, that is a great one. That is something that I love to speak to. So let's write that one down. Clean, how to walk with integrity.
Can I just throw in something else random out there? I just ordered from my girl right
They
here.
neglect
Right
us
here.
again.
She has a body butter. Can I just say I'm out here glistening? I just gotta throw. I also gotta throw out the Legacy Center because we are in this podcast room and it is super flat. Not that we're gonna start, but maybe we should talk about starting podcasts. But if we never do, that's fine also. But can we talk about this body butter, Amber? Please let these people know how they can be out here listening.
Come on, listen.
I'm gonna pin it right now. BlackTieBoutique.com. It is my black tie body butter.
Yes. It smells so good. It's so smooth and creamy.
I can't pin it. I think you have to pin it. I don't know.
Black tie boutique. I can pin it.
Someone said how to have a successful business. That is one of my favorite things to talk about. Someone said they ordered it too. How to effectively work through, issues with your partner on bad days.
Ooh,
We come up with the real stuff. Literally, can I just say, transparent moment, and if we do ever start a podcast, one thing that I love about these ladies is that we're all very transparent.
Yes.
And Ernestine asked me, we were having a conversation yesterday, she's like, how are you eating your boo? And I was like, girl, we're fighting right now.
She said, ask me tomorrow.
Right. I'm not even gonna lie, because I think that sometimes people think, they see us all the time and think we have these perfect situations. No, we're human, and right now I'm going through it, So anyway, just
thank you for the transparency. And one thing I do love about Amber and Sarah, and why I think this is such a great alignment, and we're actually real friends outside of the cameras, outside of the skate world, is like whether you like anyone else or not, we are transparent. So at the end of the day, what you see is what you get. So, and that's one thing I can respect about anybody.
Yeah.
Like whether it rubs you the wrong way or you love it.
Right.
At least you know what you're gonna get, and that's the type of people I have to deal with in my life. I cannot guess. I don't want to play the guessing game with anyone. And like I know the damn sure these two, I'm not gonna have to guess.
Period.
Right. Amber wears her heart in her sleeve.
Yes,
I'm like,
yes, she does. Yes, she does. You might hurt a feeling or two.
Amber.
But she comes back.
But she comes back, and she's genuine. That doesn't matter. It's genuine. And what I love about Sarah and I talked about this yesterday. Sarah and I are both iron.
Yeah.
So you have to almost be iron to be around us, or you're gonna get cut. What's our goal?
Iron sharpens iron, but it breaks glass.
But it breaks other things. Yes, iron sharpens iron, but it breaks other things. So if you are iron around me and Sarah, you may get cut, and you don't do it intentionally. I need you to be able to get cut and know that I'm cutting from a place of love.
Yeah.
And Sarah and I understand that about each other.
That's why this is so just cohesive, because there's an iron, but I'm the grace. I'm bringing the grace.
Well, we're gracefully iron, okay?
Without cutting you. You have that nurse who's about to give you a shot, and you're like, are you gonna jab me, or you have that nurse that shoots you, and you don't even know she did. I'm done.
I'm ramming it in there, babe. Let's get it.
I'm like, put your arm down.
All the drama and all the antics. Put this damn needle in your arm, man. Come on.
Yes.
All right, guys. We thank you for tuning in. I don't know.
Shout out to Legacy Center.
Oh my God.
Let me talk about Legacy Center really fast. Because I talked about the body butter. Okay, if y'all want to listen, BlackTieBoutique.com. Get yours now. And also, the Legacy Center is amazing. It's a co-working space. They also have greenlit here for any entertainers that are out there. If you are an actor, I already know, as I've seen it, and I hear Ernestine all the time. Her heart, literally you see it. So Ernestine was like, oh, you literally see her melt. And I'm like, what happened? And she's like, oh my God, someone was just sending me a message to say that they really appreciate the opportunity. Now they got this opportunity from this opportunity.
Yeah.
And so it's really beautiful to see how people coming together. Collaboration is the key, and it is a co-working space. So if you're excited about, having a meeting or doing a little conference or a big conference, because they definitely offer for that, or whatever it may be, then make sure you check out legacycenter.com. And that's pretty much it for me. I'm gonna stop talking, but I love y'all.
Love y'all. Make sure you are following all three of us at Amber Ty, at Miss Sarah Patton, at Mrs. Ernestine Morrison. And stay tuned because I don't know, we might drop a little something. I don't know. We're gonna talk about it.
Amber_Ty.
Amber_Ty. All right, y'all have a great night. Happy